The report examined Egypt as a case study for analyzing inflation and unemployment issue. Egypt faced persistent inflation challenges due to factors like global commodity price, currency fluctuations, and supply-demand imbalance. High inflation has historical impacts citizen purchasing power, prompting the government and the central bank to employ monetary policy. The country's large and youthful population adds complexity to addressing unemployment with economic fluctuation and structural imbalance, contributing to varying levels of joblessness. The government recognized the importance of addressing unemployment for economic stability and social cohesion, implementing initiatives such as vocational training and economic reform. This reform, supported by the IMF, aim to address both inflation and unemployment by enhancing fiscal discipline, attracting foreign investment, and diversifying the economy. Egypt's multifaceted approach, including monetary policy and target initiative, seeks to strike a delicate balance and between stabilizing price and fostering employment opportunities, shaping the nation's path towards sustainable growth and social development amid economic complexities.
Inflation is an economic concept that refers to the continuous increase in the general price level of the economy over a period of time and reflects a decrease. If inflation is too high, the economy may suffer as it will impact negatively to the economic recovery. This will widen income inequality as those with fixed incomes are more vulnerable to the negative effects of inflation. Statistics of the inflation rate in Egypt shows that after hitting a record high in September of 38%, there has been a decrease in October, which is 35.8%. There has become a low of 34.60% in the beginning of November. It remains significantly above the upper limit of central bank's market, which is 5 to 9%, but below market forecast of 34.8%. Monthly consumer prices rose by 1.3%, accelerating from a 1% rise from October. Meanwhile, Egypt's annual core inflation rate, which excludes volatile items such as food, slowed to a 10-month low of 35.9% in November, down from 38.1% in October. Globally, economic activity had slowed down, and the tightening policies of the major central banks contributed to the decline of expectations in economic growth. According to the Central Bank of Egypt, global commodity prices, particularly energy prices, have generally decreased. Food and drink prices alone rose year on year, and the economic crisis had destabilized crucial food supplies and unsettled global markets. Consumer prices have continued to steadily rise, and severe foreign currency shortages have also heavily impacted at the economic growth, as it limits import. As economic growth drops, CBE holds interest rate steady by maintaining the lending rate at 20.25%, while the deposit rate remained at 19.25%.
Unemployment is defined as labor force participants that are willing to work but unable to find jobs. It is also referred to a situation where a person has no jobs but are actively searching for employment. Economic impact of unemployment. Unemployment is a key indicator of how well a country and its people are doing economically. Serious unemployment can result economy declining and the poverty will arise due to prolonged unemployment. To be clear, unemployment will cause lost output, recession, and increased poverty. Based on the information from the World Bank, the country Egypt has facing various global shocks that lead to historic inflation and exchange crisis. The pre-existing domestic challenge is a result from a rising macroeconomic imbalance in Egypt that constrains private sector activity and work opportunities. Based on the chart, unemployment rate in Egypt increased from 7% in second quarter 2023 to 7.1% in third quarter 2023.
To tackle inflation and unemployment, a blend of fiscal policies, monetary policies, and focused intervention would be employed. The government could put plans into place to ensure efficient labor market regulations, invest in education and skill development, and diversify the economy. First, monetary policy. A central bank may use monetary instruments like changing interest rates. Interest rate increase have the ability to reduce inflationary pressures by cooling off excessive demand. Supply-side policies can lower cost boost inflation by investing in innovation, technology, and infrastructure to increase productivity. Exchange rate management. In an economy that depends heavily on trade, managing the exchange rate can have impact on inflation. Then, global economic considerations. Governments should continue to monitor their economic and modify their policies as necessary. Next, fiscal policy coordination should be used in tandem with tighter monetary policy to combat inflation by avoiding excessive government spending, which has the potential to cause inflation. Monitoring of inflation expectation. This becomes a self-fulfilling prediction if consumers and businesses expect higher inflation in the future. So, for unemployment solution, monetary policy expansion, use expansionary monetary policies such as cutting interest rate to stimulate company growth and investment, which may result in the creation of jobs. Second, fiscal stimulus. By increasing spending on healthcare, education, and infrastructure projects, the government can both directly increase employment and support long-term economic growth. Reform to the labor market. This entails taking steps to improve hiring procedures, deal with deficiency in skills, and create a work environment that is beneficial to business. Moreover, education and training expenditures lower structural unemployment by matching worker skills to business demands. Then, flexibility in work arrangement can increase labor market participation, especially for groups with particular needs or limitation. Finally, active labor market policies can help people entering or re-entering the workforce transition more smoothly.
In conclusion, Egypt faced complex economic challenges with fluctuating inflation and significant youth unemployment. Government interventions, including monetary policy and structural reform, aim to stabilize the economy and the growth. The macroeconomic stability, considering factors like GDP growth and public debt, provide context for understanding inflation and unemployment dynamics. The consequence of these economic challenges manifest in increased poverty, limited education access, and strained healthcare system, contributing to such social unrest. The future outlook hinges on sustained implementation of short-term measures and long-term strategies, addressing structural issues, embracing technology, and promoting sustainable development. Careful consideration of external factor is crucial. Leveraging its rich history and resilient population, Egypt can navigate challenges through strategic economic management and collaboration between government, business, and civil society, unlocking its economic potential for a more prosperous and stable future.
Audio Jungle.